So stocks are a bit rocky right now, guys, to kick off Friday as we're getting a bit of uncertainty with the US China trade war, the tariffs. We're going to break down everything in this video, and we're going to obviously cover the stock market a bit, talk about a few stocks on my watch list. And by the way, every index as of now, about 10:45 a.m. East Coast time, every index is in the red, and the VIX, funny enough, is in the red as well. But it's, let's just say, not the best day here for the stock market so far. So we're going to cover tariffs, U.S., China, right? What's going on, the indexes as well. So hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and let's just get into it right away, straight away, with this article right here. Then we'll go over to X and see what President Donald Trump tweeted on X. So Trump tariffs live updates. We see Trump says China violated trade agreement with the U.S. We'll go over that here on X in a second. And tariffs face legal limbo. So President Donald Trump lashed out on China on Friday morning on Truth Social. I guess it got put on X as well. Whatever. He said the bad news is that China, perhaps not surprisingly to some, has totally violated its agreement with us. So much for being Mr. Nice Guy, Trump wrote. And we'll go over the full tweet here in a second. And Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent earlier told Fox News that trade talks between the U.S. and China are a bit stalled right now, saying a call between Trump and Xi may be needed at this point. And the escalation comes as the U.S.-China detente reached earlier this month when each country eased sky-high tariffs on one another. It now looks more fragile amid both trade-related and other tensions. Meanwhile, Trump's most sweeping tariffs have entered a period of legal uncertainty. A federal appeals court allowed the tariffs to temporarily stay in effect a day after the U.S. Court of International Trade blocked their implementation, deeming the method used to enact them unlawful. That means Trump's tariff agenda remains intact, if in flux, in the latest twist in the unfolding legal saga. So a little update there, and this is the actual tweet, which I guess got, I don't think this is actually Trump's. Yeah, this is Trump's posts. It's a Trump repost page, so I guess they take the posts from Truth and then post them on X. Pretty smart, pretty smart X page idea, to be honest, because let's be honest. Let's keep it real. How many people are on Truth Social? Not many. Let's keep it real. But here it says, I'm going to read the whole thing to you guys. 2 weeks ago, China was in grave economic danger. He tweeted this morning, right? He said, the very high tariffs I set made it virtually impossible for China to trade into the United States marketplace, which is by far number one in the world. We went, in effect, cold turkey with China, and it was devastating for them. Trump said many factories closed, and there was, to put it mildly, civil unrest. He's talking about China, right? And he said, I saw what was happening and didn't like it. For them, not for us. I made a fast deal with China in order to save them from what I thought was going to be a very bad situation, and I didn't want to see that happen. Because of this deal, everything quickly stabilized and China got back to business as usual. Everybody was happy. That is the good news. The bad news is that China, perhaps not surprisingly to some, has totally violated its agreement with us. So much for being Mr. Nice Guy. So these are escalating, terms. I mean, he put it in all caps. He said has totally violated the agreement with the U.S. Thanks, or so much for being Mr. Nice Guy. So how is China going to respond to that? I mean, we saw Bessent said the negotiations are a bit stalled right now. Is there some, not miscommunication, but Are they bumping heads? I mean, obviously they are, but are they not coming to agreements? I mean, all this is stirring up the pot a bit more and causing more uncertainty. But at the end of the day, guys, Trump has a point. China's economy is not in the best shape right now. And they kind of need to come to an agreement at some point. I mean, we all know at some point they're going to come to an agreement, but sooner rather than later. I mean, again, their economy is not looking too hot. They just passed a massive stimulus package not too long ago. You guys remember that? You know, their real estate market in China is in shambles. Big problems over there economically, and they don't want more issues here. So, and obviously, we don't want issues either. So I think eventually there's gonna be a deal. Obviously, at some point, we're gonna get a lot of headlines until then. This is one of them. We're gonna get a lot of Twitter rants. This is one of them. But we're gonna get a deal at some point, and this is all. I don't want to say semantics, but I mean, we're gonna see how it goes over time. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on here. Happy Friday, guys. Cheers to that. But that's what's going on this morning, and stocks are a bit uneasy. Like I said, the S&P's down, not much. I mean, it was down more this morning. When he sent that tweet out, it dumped initially. I mean, look at this initial dump. This is nuts. SPY was at 590. It went all the way down to 585.50. I mean, that was a drop of 0.75%, 0.75%. Boom. Just like that. So we've recovered a lot of it, but we're still down 0.25%. And QQQ is down about 0.25% as well. It got down to 515 though this morning. Now it's at 519. So initially we dumped about 1%, 0.91% in that ballpark. Looks like here Russell down 0.4%. Yeah, this dumped pretty big time in the morning. It dumped right out of the gate. But now we've recovered some of the losses, but still almost down 0.5%. And the Dow's actually not down too much. 0.1%. Dow actually was green literally like 10, 15 minutes ago. And now the VIX is going up slightly, barely up. And the metals are down. Gold's down 1.2%. Same with silver roughly. So, yeah, that's what it's looking like today, guys. And expect more volatility, more obviously uncertainty over the next couple of weeks. We have till July 9th with the EU, obviously. So, I mean, there's going to be not a crazy amount of uncertainty as there was like a couple weeks ago, but it's still there as negotiations go on. And hey, it's been a little rocky the last couple of days now, hasn't it? I expect that to continue a little bit here. And in terms of other stocks moving, or just stocks in general, Palantir's having a great day, which I might make a video on later today. It's up over 6%, breaking out of this channel, completely breaking out. This is what we talked about in the last video. We covered the charts in the last video. You guys remember that. So Palantir is moving quite nicely today. Let's see what else. Celsius, CELH, although I'm not the biggest fan of the company, it's up around the stock 2.5%. It's been quite the nice rebound from where it was a couple months ago. Back in mid-February, it was at $21. Now it's at $37. So it is making a big move. But yeah, I'm not buying it, to be honest. I'm just watching it, and it's up on the day. Not too bad. CrowdStrike's also rebounding. This looks pretty good. Look, CrowdStrike, let's keep it real, got a bit overbought. Earnings are early June, I think on the 3rd. Let's take a look here. Yeah, they're on the 3rd after the bell. It got a bit overbought. It broke out to 480, all-time highs. We needed to pull back. So we pulled back a little bit, and now look at it. We're up 1.3%. Now we're bouncing off of that old all-time high, which was resistance. It was resistance. Now it's acting as support. Now we're bouncing off of it. What more could you ask for? This, on the charts, looks really, really good. And it's arguably getting ready for a move back to 480. But with earnings coming up, next week, we got to be careful. It's arguably, it might be priced to perfection right now heading into earnings. So keep that in mind. CrowdStrike, CRWD. And with that being said, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. It looks like we might be in store for some more red this Friday. Maybe the markets turn around later. We shall see. It's still early in the day. But yeah, I'll do another update potentially later. So make sure to subscribe, hit the like button. Do not forget to join the free email stock newsletter that's linked in the bio. And check out my Patreon if you want to keep up with what I'm doing in the portfolio every single week. All of those are down below, guys. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you in the next video.